갑자기 내게 나타나준 너, 난 아무 말도 할 수가 없었지. 첫눈에 반한다는 이야기가 널 보는 순간
So to start your mooncatcher, get your MDF moon shape and your string. I've got natural here, and this is the colour 1 that'll be in your kit. First we're going to tie it on the end here, just in a normal overhand knot, but leave a bit of string so you can wrap this around afterwards. That's probably a bit too short, so I'll just put that a bit longer. So you probably need to leave about 15 centimetres of string so you can wrap that round the ends afterwards when we glue it on. So now I'm going to start wrapping the string onto the moon shape like this. So what I'm doing as I'm moving it along is, when you're wrapping it, each time you need to push this bit at the bottom, push it up, so then when you're going all the way around, the string is straight like this and not going diagonal. So if you don't keep pushing it, it won't be straight all the way around the moon. So just push them up that way, just a little bit, doesn't need to be a lot. Every time you wrap it 2 or 3 times, just give it a little nudge up at the bottom, and then you just need to wrap it all the way around. So when you come towards the end, you should have something that looks a bit like this, and then just keep wrapping it around. So when you've wrapped it to right to the end, just cut about 15 centimetres so you've got enough to wrap it. And get your glue gun, and it's an old one, you see, and then you put a bit of glue on the tip there, and then you just wrap around it. There. And then just leave that to cool down. And then do the other side exactly the same. A little bit of glue, and wrap around it. On the other side. Ooh. And then cut them ends off. And glue these ends down. And then I just use the nose of the glue gun just to glue these fray bits down. And there you go. That's both the ends glued on. On to the next bit. Now grab your hoop that you've just wrapped, find the side that you like the best, get your thread, and then I've cut a piece of cardboard about 4 centimetres. Now I'm going to grab the thread and tie it on to the end of the shape, just in a normal overhand knot. I'm going to tie it about 4 times, just in a normal knot. And I'm just going to cut that little bit off so it doesn't get in the way. Don't cut it too close because it'll unravel. Use your measuring tool. Find the spot where you're going to wrap around it, and then we go round. So I've used my thumb to pull that out. So what I've done is I put my thumb there, and then I'll look at the spot where I'm going to wrap round, go all the way around the hoop, and then through that loop, and then I pull. And I get my measuring tool again, find the spot which is there, use my thumb, and through the loop. You don't have to do it the exact same way as me. Some people might just do it like this, but I find using my thumb to pull it out is easier. Find the spot, as long as you're going round the hoop or the moon, through that little loop there you've made, and pull tight. And then just keep doing that. Use your measuring tool each time so that it's a nice even web. When you come to the end, then go round again in the same spot that you just did, like the very last spot. I'll do that about 4 times. Actually 3 will do. And then lift up the segments, and then you're going to go through. See, mine's quite chunky, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that's probably about 1.5 meters. I've cut about 1.5 meters of thread, which makes it easier to go back round with. So this is a little trick that especially when you're doing a smaller piece, that works. So then lift your thread up and pop that through. If you can keep it on the spool, then do so, because I think that's a bit easier and a bit less messy. Lift it up, put your thread through. So you can put it through like at the end like that. So you're just lifting up every segment that you've made and going back through it. So lift up the segment, pop it through. Really simple once you've done it. Once you can do it as many times. So now you're coming to the other side, go through the last segment, and then tie off. So go round the very end, and then again, and through the loop. Just going around the same spot 3 times. So wrapping it round and through the loop. I think I did 4 there. And then cut that off, not too close so it doesn't unravel. Now I'm going to put some beads on here. I'm going to use this nice baby pink and these natural beads. Now I've added my beads. I've done 1 big baby pink and then 2 small natural. So I've done 4 lots of natural and 5 big beads. You can see there what order they're in. You just thread them in the same order, or you can do a different order, it's completely up to you. And I'm going to tie that onto the end again, just like we did before. A lot of people add their own beads as well, so you can use these beads, but you can also add your own. I've had a lot of people buy the DIY kits and then want more beads on the dreamcatchers, and they look really stunning. So you want to do that. We also sell beads in our shop, so if you want to buy extra beads, you can do that too. Then we're going to go back through, so now we're going to pull the second segment out now, and then you're going to push that through it and keep the thread on the spool because you'll have enough room now to pass it through. Don't worry about the beads, just leave them where they are and just keep passing through the segments. So what you're doing is you're pulling that triangle out and popping it through. Don't miss any. And then you're going to tie it off round once and round twice like that. I'm going to do 3 times for good luck. Don't cut it off, leave it on. And now you're just going to thread your beads through. Now we're going to go back, so you're just doing the exact same thing. Pull the next segment up and pop it through. Don't worry about the beads. Pull the next segment up, pull it up. And then I'm going to wrap round here again 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go back again, pull in the next segment up and pop in the spool through. And when you come to the end again, 1, 2, 3, and we'll go back. And tie off again, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it 4 times this time. And then I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to cut that other one off as well because there was one floating around there that I didn't cut off before. Now we're going to do some more beads. Now you've got your beads on. You should have 4 pink and 3 lots of natural, if you can see there. Now I'm going to tie that on 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again just pull the next segment out and pop your spool through. Now tie that 3 times and thread your beads through. Just going to cut off that little end there. Right, now I'm going to go back once and then twice. So I'm going to keep going through, tie it on 3 times there, and then back and tie it on, and then that'll be the end of the web. So I'm going to go through this way. So I've just gone once, twice more, and now I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is our web done. Just cut that off. And that is the web done. Now I'm just going to make a little loop at the top to hang on the wall. Just going to measure. This is the only measuring tool I seem to have today. Don't know where my meter stick is. So just get about 25 centimetres of string and cut it. And then we're gonna pull out about 3 threads from it and then twist. Pop it through about the centre of the top, if that makes sense. So around here I'm going to do it. I'm just going to hang it there. You can always change where you've put your little loop at the top if you need to. And you're going to, I've tied that about 4 times in just a normal overhand knot. And then I like to put that little knot at the back like that. And then you can hang it on the wall now.